Hello everyone. I'm gonna be doing an in the bag today, as you might already know by the title. And yeah, I haven't done one of these before, so I'm really excited to show you all what I usually throw. Most of the discs in here are what I used last season. There's a couple new ones that I've put in the off season, but for the most part, all the molds usually stay the same for me. So let's get to it. Alright, I'm gonna do putters first. So my putting putters are Fireflies. I love these. As some of you know, I was a big P2 fan, but as soon as these came out, I immediately switched because there's a slight difference in them, and I personally like these better, and I like the flight as well. And I have these really cool ones, so I love putting with these. My throwing putters, I have 3 of them. One of them is my AVR X3 in Star Plastic, and I love this disc for anything from like 2 to 275, backhand, forehand. If I throw it on a backhand, I can always count on it to hyzer out very softly, but hyzer out nonetheless. And then for forehands, I really like this disc for like little touch forehands to the basket. Even had a couple throw-ins with this one, so love it. Next one is S-Line P2 that my buddy Kyle Sawtell gave me. Shout out Kyle, love you guys. And I love this disc, super reliable. And one of my favorites is this touring San Marino AVR that is so beaten and old. It's from a 1999 PDGA National Doubles. So yeah, it's got some, I'm sure it's got a lot of birdies on it, but it just flies super straight. It can be flippy. It's a very touch disc, so I really like it. Now for my mid-ranges. So I throw a C-Line Glow MD3. The reason I throw this disc is because Eagle gave me some of them a while back, and I decided to throw it, and I really like the flight. This one's beat in enough to where I use it for turnovers or like straight shots, so very reliable. Next one is a Star Cayman. I love this disc. I am not a big fan of beaded mid-ranges, and so this disc is perfect for me. Super reliable and very stable. Next is a C-Line MD, and I have always been a fan of the Mako. Not a Mako 3, a Mako. And since those are kind of hard to find now, I kind of switch back and forth between an MD and a Mako. Right now, MD's in the bag, but yeah, that's why I like them. Very straight, super reliable. And next is one of my faves, a Star Rock 3. This is one of my favorite discs because I know usually whatever angle I put it on, it's going to finish a little to the left, right hand, backhand. But yeah, I got this from my buddy Jesse Gingtham. Thank you so much, I appreciate you. Next up, we'll do fairways. Okay, so I carry 7 fairways in the bag. I love throwing fairways. It's one of my favorite shots. One of my main discs that I throw in the woods is a Star Roadrunner. I have to super hyzer this, but for touch shots, oh my gosh, like it's just the best disc ever. Like if I have to stand still somewhere and I don't have a lot of room to like really get a snap on, this disc is such a lifesaver because you put just a little behind it and it just goes such a long way, and it has a nice S-line curve to it. Next up is another Star Roadrunner. This one is not like its brother here though. It's very domey, and I actually use this for sidearms, which, you know, it's not very common that you use a Roadrunner for a sidearm, but this thing is super stable. I've done a couple of videos with it, and you can see it on my Instagram. It's very stable. Next up, I have 2 Thunderbirds. One is a Champ P. McBee Thunderbird. I love this thing. I found it in a used bin in Massachusetts for $8. Yeah. And this one is a lot more overstable than this one. And so I use it for any shot that I don't really want something like Firebird overstable. I use this one. This one I use it for like straight shots that I just know need to hyzer out at the end. It doesn't hyzer out super far, but it's just, yeah, I know what it's gonna do every time, and I love it. Plus it's gorgeous. And this one came from my buddy Landon Knight. Thank you so much. Appreciate you, dog. Next is a Firebird, Mo stamp, you know. I use this disc for a lot of things. Forehand rollers, like sky hyzer bombs, forehands, backhands. Everyone that throws a Firebird, you know it's like the best stable disc ever, so get yourself one. And next I have an FD and an Innova Dark Rebel, which, as y'all know, are the same exact thing. I'm so glad that Innova came out with the FD because this is one of my main fairways because of all the shots I can do with it. I love a good hyzer flip with it. I love just a straight anti-flex, like it's just great. And yeah, these both fly the same. I'm trying to get this one out of the bag and put this one back in. This was a gift from Haley, so it's very special to me, so yeah. And last but not least, distance drivers. As with all my molds, I'm pretty easy. I don't like to throw a lot of different discs. I like to throw the same mold and have them beat in at different stages. So I only throw Wraiths and Destroyers in Star Plastic. And that's just, I love the feel of them and I love the flight, and I don't intend on changing that anytime soon. So let's get into my Destroyers. Alright. So I have 5 Destroyers in the bag right now. Usually I either have one less or one more. It just kind of depends on what courses we're playing. This Star Ricky Destroyer is straight to stable. This one, as y'all know, is very overstable. I just put it in the bag because I played Waco and it was stupid windy. And even in no wind, I'm really liking this disc, so I'm very excited to throw it a lot more. I have this white Star Destroyer with this really cool stamp. I love this one. It's very domey and it's not as stable as I thought it was gonna be, but it's really nice because it flips. And I just like this flight. I'm still trying to learn this one though, so we'll see if this one stays. And this one is kind of on that white one's flight path, very straight, doesn't hyzer out. And this one is like my medium stable one, and I love this disc because it's my Harpoon Larry stamp, my first one. So yeah, definitely don't want to lose this one. It's my favorite. Look at that double stamp. Yeah. Next up are Wraiths. I think that Wraiths are one of the most overlooked discs ever. I don't see a lot of people throwing them, especially women, which I think this is one of the best drivers for women. But regardless, I love them. All of mine are flippy. This one's the most stable one. Like, it definitely has, you know, an S-line flight to it. Hyzers out at the end. These two, they're not gonna hyzer back. This one I can put it on like this angle. It's gonna flip up, ride, maybe hyzer out just a tiny bit at the end, but nothing crazy. And then this one is my oldest disc in the bag. I designed this stamp for Jen when she did her distance world record, and this one's super flippy. So this is really just when I honestly use this disc if I have a standstill shot. And I don't, like I said, I don't have a lot of power. It's kind of like that Roadrunner for me. I don't have to put anything on it and it just goes. So very reliable. Love this disc. And that's about it. I don't carry a lot in my bag. I carry a couple towels, my little bag tag. I'm trying to see here. Oh yeah, of course, Bushnell. And that was my in the bag. Thank you guys for watching. I hope I see you guys out this season. Always feel free to say hi, and yeah, I'm very excited. Thank you to my bag sponsor, Pound. I'm so stoked about this. I love these bags. I really cannot say a bad thing about them. I carried one all last season. Thank you to my friend Andy Hyde for letting me borrow his. Yeah, I just loved it. I've had a lot of bags that really hurt my shoulders and hurt my back, and this one does none of that. So thank you Pound. And yeah, if you guys want to support me, I'm gonna put some links down below. It would mean a lot to me if you guys check them out. So yeah, see you in the next one.